because this is exactly what's gonna happen once I get on the freeway. All ice right here. So all my truckers out there, let me know. Do y'all clean this stuff? Do y'all leave it? Or is Marv just crazy? Let me know. Got about 10 inches of snow a couple days ago, and most of it melted, but as y'all can see, some of it is still lingering. And by the way, my kids didn't have school today because of this right here, which makes absolutely no sense. No sense whatsoever. All right, y'all. So because it snowed a couple days ago, I believe it snowed on Saturday, and today is Tuesday. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go on top of my trailer just to make sure I don't have a couple inches of ice on the top of my trailer, because yesterday it was about 40 degrees. On Sunday, the temperature was still below freezing. I believe the high temperature was about 28 degrees. So yesterday, most of this melted, and today, right now, it's about 45 degrees. So it's still melting right now. So I'm gonna go on top of the trailer just to make sure there is no ice. So it's looking good. It's mostly slushy snow. So I'm just go ahead and push it off. So when I go on the freeway, you know, it's not leaving a trail behind me. Whew, he's lucky. I didn't see him. That could have been ugly. And unfortunately, I don't have my push broom right now, and I don't have my shovel. So I'm just gonna kick it off real quick. Shouldn't take long. I know most of you guys ain't doing this stuff, man, but I don't know, it's just me, man. I've always done this, even when I lived in Connecticut. And I would get on top of my trailer every time it snowed, and I would get rid of it. Because in Connecticut, this is actually a fine. And it's a pretty significant fine too. Like if you look at this right here, man, this is all ice. See this? You get on the freeway with this stuff, man, and that could be a nightmare for somebody right there. So I'm gonna just push it off. And once you get out the way, I'm gonna push the ice on the other side. But I do have to get going. My pickup's for 2 o'clock, and right now it's a little after 1, and it's about 25 minute ride to get up there. But I wish I brought my shovel or my push broom. And I was thinking most of the stuff was gonna be melted by now. You know, especially being on top of a metal roof. But if you're scared of heights, I definitely wouldn't do this. It is slippery up here. Not just scared of heights. You know, make sure you're agile. You can move around. Yeah, Marv's pretty agile. So my sneakers gonna be soaking wet. Let's see if I can find something else. Man. I have to throw my boots on. I do have some boots in the truck. This is all ice right here. That's somebody's nightmare going down the road right there. And I just don't want to be responsible. Because this is exactly what's going to happen once I get on the freeway. All ice right here. So to all my truckers out there, let me know. Do y'all get on top of the trailer and clear this stuff? Do y'all leave it? Or am I the only one that's crazy enough to get up here? Drop some comments, let me know. What do y'all do? But this is what I've always done, man. You know, when I used to run over the road in the winter, I would always keep a push broom or I'd keep a shovel on my truck. But this should be good. So the same way it's banging on the trailer, that's exactly what would happen if you were behind me while I'm going down the road. This is all slush, so we should be good. So all my truckers out there, let me know. Do y'all clean this stuff? Do y'all leave it? Or is Marv just crazy? Let me know. So that stuff right there, that's fine. That ain't going nowhere. But it's time to grab this load right now. I'm about to be late. Gotta get out of here. And this is why it's important, man. Y'all gotta stay in shape. Y'all gotta eat right, take care of your bodies. You know what I mean? Gotta be real agile through the stuff right here. But let me put this ladder away and I'll get out of here, man. It's been about 5 days since I started my truck. But I've got brand new batteries, so we're good. This was a last minute load. I literally just booked it about 3 hours ago, and I wasn't planning on working today. But it's the same load I've been running. A couple weeks, I ran it twice in a couple of my other videos. Up to Statesville, picks up in Huntersville. Looks like this truck won't start. Somebody took out the pole right here. Man, somebody did a number. Look at this. That thing was a good 3 feet in the ground. You see the marks on the trailer tire right there. Somebody wasn't paying attention to their mirrors, man. That was probably the first time here. Yeah, I chose the wrong day to wear sneakers, man. Still got my cruise control on. Clearly, I'm trying to get over you spinning up. Lane to my right is exit only. Also got to get some fuel once I get loaded. But if I didn't clear that ice, man, all that ice would be flying off the top of my trailer right now. Somebody wouldn't be happy. Last video I uploaded, a couple of you guys kept asking about my wallet. But it's on my TikTok, man. This wallet was sent to me by a company on TikTok shop. I've had it now for almost 2 years. March will be 2 years. A couple of you guys also asked about the mount that I use for my GPS. It's also linked on my TikTok. There's a playlist on my TikTok. This is the Mob Armor mount. So is that one. So is that one right there. See if I can blast the heat on my feet. Try to dry my sneakers. I'm pretty sure I've got a pair of boots under my bed. Trying to accuse me of driving too slow in the middle lane? Go ahead, bro. Trying to get over, go ahead. Guess not. normally there's a lot of traffic right here. So that's why I switched over to middle lane to avoid all the cars that's merging on the freeway. I got a leak coming from my exhaust, so I gotta fix it. But you guys probably don't hear it, or maybe you do. But it's coming from that clamp that connects the flex pipe to the turbo. So I gotta take it off and readjust it. There's a lot of black smoke coming from that section, so I know that's where it's leaking from. By the way, Keith Morgan, you asked me a question the other day about the speed range for the 18th gear and an 18 speed. It all depends on your torque, horsepower, and also your transmission. Right now I'm doing 55 miles an hour and I'm in my 17th gear right now. But if I wanted to go up right now, I could go up into the next gear. And it also depends on the terrain. You know, if I'm going uphill, I'm gonna hold that gear a lot longer, you know, just to maintain my momentum. You know, like right now I'm doing 59 miles an hour. I could go up, or I could ease off the throttle just a little, and I could go down into my next gear. So it all depends, bro. But normally, right around 60, 62, that's when I go up into my last gear. And it also depends, you know, if I'm going to be going faster once I go up into the next gear. You know, if I'm going to be doing 62, 63, like right now, you know, that's the flow of traffic. So I'm not going to go up into my next gear because then, you know, the truck's going to be going too fast. I'm going to be riding somebody's bumper. But I'm also glad that you asked that question. You know, I believe you have an automatic restriction on your CDL. You know, but I do encourage each and every one of you, you know, if you've got an automatic restriction on your CDL, go out there, man. Go test in the manual and get it lifted. You know, I just don't believe in shortcuts in trucking. You know, I believe everybody who's driving a commercial truck and has a CDL should be able to drive a manual truck. You know, your company might put you in an automatic, but you should at least know how to drive a manual truck. That's just what I believe. And I don't believe in shortcuts to get your CDL. So as for me, I would never encourage somebody to go out there and get a CDL with an automatic restriction. you have it, Keith. Right around 65, 66. This load is delivering straight through. Once I pick it up, the receiver is basically waiting on me. So it's one of those get there as soon as you can type of deal. This is one of the reasons why I stopped wearing the POV mount. You know, a lot of you guys complain about my sudden head movements, you know, but at the end of the day, man, ain't nothing I can do about it. You know, I'm driving, I'm paying attention to my mirrors. You know, but a lot of y'all complain about it. You know, some folks were complaining that it made them dizzy, so that was one of the reasons why I kind of stopped using a POV mount. Then I see comments like, hey bro, what's good with the POV camera? You know, so I don't know, man, sometimes it's hard to please everybody. By the way, Artie, let me know. How's the microphone, man? I was able to tweak it just a little. You know, what I discovered was it's gotta be just below 50%. I think right now I'm recording on 45% volume. So let me know. How's the microphone? That goes for everybody, not just Artie. Let me know what y'all think about the microphone. This is the new mic. This is the DJI Mic Mini. My previous mic was a newer CM28, but it stopped working, so I had to get a new mic. So this was on sale for Black Friday, so I bought it for about 75 bucks. And it's normally like 140, 150, so it was a good deal. I've been in Charlotte almost 4 years now. This was the first time they said it was gonna snow, and it actually snowed. I ain't talking about some flurries. It actually snowed. We got about 10 inches. In some places, they got over a foot. Right now I've got 1, 2, maybe 3 trucks in front of me. gotta pull all the way forward because I gotta slide my tandems. It's nothing but ice back there. So I should be back on the pavement. With some gloves. So it took about 4 hours to get loaded. It's gonna take about an hour to get up there. Let's see. Oh, man. These guys did a number on my trailer, man. I just broke off right now. I think what happened was the dock plate was wedged and they told me to back up. I guarantee it's gonna be somewhere right here. This is a part of it right here. I'm pretty sure the rest of it's in the warehouse. They probably threw it out. So I gotta get it replaced. Matter of fact, let me throw this in the woods. This took a lot longer than expected, but according to the broker, it was supposed to be an open window. So we'll see what happens once I get there. quick pit stop, quick in and out. That red Pete that was on the pump next to me, that was actually one of my followers on social media. I think he followed me on TikTok, he said. But I just bought just enough fuel just to get in and get out, you know, because I'm actually running a little late right now. Well, technically I don't have a set appointment, but I just don't trust them, man. You know, I'm gonna get in there, and they're gonna tell me some nonsense, so I'm just trying to get in there as soon as I can. we made it, y'all. So that was probably one of the quickest offloads ever. I think it took about 10 minutes, man. But we're done. Everything looks good back there. I feel a little hungry. I'm gonna see if I can go inside. Get me something from the vending machine, man. All right, YouTube. Appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all know the drill, man. Until the next one, I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out. Oops. I forgot I pulled a pin to slide my tandems. Nah, gotta go back and pull it again. Thought I was quick enough. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man.